Hello YouTube family, welcome to or welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Sharita and welcome. And in today's video, we are going to get into my top recommendations for spring fragrances. So if you're trying to get yourself ready for spring and you want all of the it girl fragrances, all of the fruities, all of the florals, all of the things, then I have got you covered. So without further ado, let's jump right into today's video. All right, you guys, so before we get started, make sure that you are subscribed to the channel. Be sure that notification bell is turned on and set to all because I will be uploading more often throughout the week. And last but not least, if you find any value in the content, you guys, is very important. Give the video a big thumbs up as it helps our channel to grow. So let me start this video off with one that I was so excited about. I blind bought it. When I tell you, it was a fail. So if you were excited about the release of the new Alexander J perfume Butterfly, so was I. The notes spoke to me and it really did give me something I thought I would really like. However, once I got it and I tried it on my skin, you guys, it was absolutely a no for me. Luckily and fortunately, they gave me a sample along with my full bottle. So the initial opening blast smells quite beautiful actually, and that is why I thought it would work out. But as the fragrance really did dry down on my skin, it really became not so sweet. It was almost like a little vegetal, and I don't know why. So this one has notes of pink pepper, cardamom, and bergamot in the opening, and it has middle notes of nuts, tuberose, neroli, with a base of vanilla milk, musk, and amberwood. You do get the tuberose, but it is not overly sharp. To me, this tuberose comes off as a little green. Something about the bergamot and maybe the amberwood in here, it is giving me just a very, very, very slight pickle juice thing in the opening, which I tell you all the time, depending on how a citrus is paired with amber in a fragrance, it can just give a pickle juice thing for me. I don't know why, it just does. But this one is just not me at all, you guys. It was not very nutty. Okay, I was expecting something nutty, maybe a little gourmand, the vanilla milk, like all those things are calling my name, and I did not get much of that in this fragrance. Do I think people will like this one? I can see some people liking it. It's floral, it's a little musky. If that is your thing and you want something with a little unique edge to it, then I would say try it. I would definitely say sample it first, try before you buy, because my very unopened box is definitely a instant declutter and going straight on MERCARI. It wasn't a bad scent, I just feel like it wasn't for me. It's one that I just did not vibe with at all. So for that reason, it's a letdown, but hey, such is life. All right, so moving on to Hot Girl Honey. This thing has sold out everywhere. I happen to see that Crystal Fragrances had some in stock and they were low at stock at this time, but I was able to get my hands on a bottle of Caress Your Heart by Juicebox. This is my very first Juicebox perfume, and boy, is this a beautiful fragrance, you guys. I cannot wait for this to start restocking, because I think this is gonna be like the it girl fragrance for, you know, spring and summer. So this is definitely a mango pineapple scent. This to me does not come off as a mango scent. They're really sharing equal footing to where you're going to get something so beautifully sweet and fruity, but not like your typical fruity floral. So it has some rum that's featured in here, and you do get like this sexy vacation vibe thing, and it has to be coming from that rum. Between the rum, the mango, you really do feel like you're on an expensive vacation. The only floral featured in here is the peony, and it is coupled with a very beautiful sandalwood. The sandalwood in here, it actually comes off as a little dry to me. It's very sweet, you guys. So the vanilla really comes through in this scent. It has wonderful performance because it does have ambroxan in the base. Then you have a little bit of lavender that comes in and really gives it, again, a little bit of a sexy quality. Now for me, for some reason on my skin, I get something just a slightly spicy, and just looking at the notes, I don't know where I'm getting that. It could just be the way the woodiness comes through on my skin, maybe coupled with, you know, some of that labdanum in the base. But this is a beautiful fragrance. If you have been kind of wondering, you know, if you should give this one a try, I absolutely recommend this one. And this is going to be one that's going to shine throughout spring and summer. Yes, mango, pineapple, it's giving all of that, you know, that summer vibe, but this is going to be perfect for spring as well, because like I said, it's got a little bit of base to it. So it's not going to be super light wearing. It's not going to be overly fresh. This is perfect for this time of year. And if you want to give like a sweet and fruity vibe before date night, also one I highly recommend. Again, this one is CARIOCA Heart, and this is from the house of Juice Box. All right, so the next one on the list is an absolute love. It was a blind buy. It was a pricey blind buy, but to me, it all paid off because I was just absolutely in love with this fragrance. This one is from the house of Roja Dove. They have given us an ELYSIUM Parfum for the ELYSIUM world. So I was immediately here for it. When they announced the launch, the bottle just absolutely made me, you know, click purchase. And just a stunning bottle. Now the thing about this, is beautiful as it is, this is a fingerprint magnet, and I mean the fingerprints really do come through on this lovely little incandescent vibe bottle they have going on. So it's when you're always just gonna have to want to wipe off because you want to enjoy the splendor of all this beauty. Okay, so this one in true Roja Dove fashion has got a lot of notes, and that is what I actually love about his fragrances. They are so complex, but so many of them, though they are complex, there's just this level of wearability that they have about them, and this one is no different. So this is going to be very, you know, it's fruity, it's very floral, and it's just, it's signature scent worthy. That is what I can describe this as. It's very woody. So to me, when you have something very floral but also very woody and a little fruity, it just really does speak to classy, you know, very grown woman, you know, like your creative interest for hers. Something about it, when it's really woody, it just hits different. And that is what I love about this. So this one features top notes of bergamot, mandarin orange, blackberry, and peach. You have middle notes of freesia, magnolia, lily of the valley, jasmine, geranium, ylang ylang, peony, violet, cyclamen, and then you have base of musk, pink pepper, sandalwood, cedarwood, and vanilla. So the woodiness is from the cedarwood, which a lot of times in fragrances, when it's prominent, it can really go masculine, but this man knows how to balance a fragrance. He knows how to make a gorgeous feminine fragrance, and that is kind of what we have here. So if you notice, the mid has just a little bit of everything. You've got, you know, your peony, you've got your yellow florals, you've got tons of white florals, and it all just makes it very feminine. And I think it's a beautiful scent. It's very well balanced. I think the performance on this was amazing. I really did not know what to expect for a performance, just because all of my Rojas happen to be ouds. So this is the first one that is strictly, you know, mostly floral, a little fruity, but the performance on this really did give me a good, I would say 8 hours. I could still smell it on me. And you spray your clothes, you really overspray like I normally do, then you won't have any problem smelling yourself throughout the day, you know, all day. So this one is absolutely gorgeous. I would say try to test this one out first, because you may think for this price point, oh, it's fruity, it's very floral, it's a little woody. That may not be worth it to you. You may want your head to explode at this price point, okay? And it's just, it's a pricey brand, it's luxury, hey, you know, but I think that this, with all that set aside, is just a really gorgeous scent, perfect for spring. Next up is one that was an instant like for me. I'm not gonna say love, I'm gonna say like, and that is because Miss Dior Parfum is beautiful. However, nothing is taking the spot of that 2017 Miss Dior for me. So this one does come pretty close though. For me, this one is not quite as sweet, and like there's a richness about that 2017 that just, oh, it was just chef's kiss. I still have a full 3.4 ounce backup bottle that I'm afraid to open, because, you know, once we get to going on that bottle, I just feel like that perfume is going to be going out of my life forever. But I really need to start wearing it. This is like absolutely insane. But this is a really beautiful fragrance. I feel like this one lacks the longevity of the Miss Dior 2017, which is surprising because I feel like in this one the patchouli comes through just a little bit more. Now for me, I am not a patchouli fan at all, but that is what got me with the 2017. They really knew how to do a patchouli well, and the same can be said with this one. It is really beautiful, and I think that Francis Kurkdjian did a beautiful job on this scent. So this too, again, very woody. Above all, it's quite woody. You've got the patchouli, like I said, but you have this beautiful bright mandarin orange. You've got apricot, peach in the top. In the mid, you have wild strawberry, okay? And the strawberry really does come through on this fragrance to me. You got a mixture of florals, and then you also have some jasmine. Also in the base, you have that oak moss. So if you're not a fan of oak moss, definitely pop in, try this on your skin first. But this one too also has a heavy base of cedar. You've got some amberwood along with some amber. So I think this is beautiful, fabulous release for the house. It's not going to be anything groundbreaking or anything just completely new and mind-blowing. If you have a lot of the flankers, you may not need this one. If you have no Miss Dior's in your collection, I would recommend you get your hands on this one because it is very reminiscent of the 2017. Not quite as good, but is really getting close. All right, next up on the list is going to be from the house of Mind Games, and this is it CAISSA? I hope that's how you pronounce it. But y'all, another Mind Games floral. They are getting me with these florals. So I was gifted a Mind Games gift set from So Avant-Garde. So if you are interested, you can always save 10% on Mind Games if you shop Mind Games direct. The discount is not through So Avant-Garde, even though they were so kind enough to give me this one. If you want that 10% discount, you have to shop Mind Games directly. So the actual owner of So Avant-Garde is the creator, well, the owner of this fragrance brand. So that is the connection there. But if you're looking for simply stunning, just beautifully done, well executed, high quality ingredient perfumes, then Mind Game is the house you need to explore. I keep saying that because it's just a fact, okay? So this one is going to be for my white floral girls. If you love a good gardenia, if you love notes like Egyptian jasmine, but you like your white florals balanced with the yellow florals, that is me, with some beautiful ylang-ylang, then this is one you should try because you are definitely getting the most beautiful gardenia ever. So this opens with pink pepper, you have some licorice, cardamom, and a gourmand note called Fugacet. I hope I said that right because I had never heard of it. So basically, it's like a sweet bread that has some orange blossom included in the recipe. And I can say I definitely get just a hint of orange blossom. I wouldn't say that I necessarily get something bready, but there is something unique about it, and that has to be what it is because it's something unique, but you can't quite pinpoint what it is because nothing in this fragrance lineup is groundbreaking or something I haven't smelled before. Besides that note, you have some musk in the base, you've got something ambroxan, like it's called ambroxandide, and then you have some cacao. I really don't pick up on much cacao, you guys. What you're going to get is essentially a beautiful white floral fragrance. So if you are in the market for that and you want something really refined, very gorgeous, beautiful, easy to wear, again, signature scents, something about spring scents, they just give signature scent energy. Like you can wear so many of these all year throughout the year. And this one is just one I highly recommend. Loving this one. Went through my travel size and I said, you know what, I'm gonna need a full bottle, and here we are. They have some of the most beautiful florals, you guys. I'm telling you, dig into their house if you are a floral girl. Next up is going to be one from the house of Celine. This is Parade, and y'all, one of my subbies, I don't want to call her out, but I'm gonna have to. Cassie, Miss AKA Gloom, if you are listening, she has been on my butt for a full-on year about trying Parade by Celine, and I finally just blind bought it. I feel like last summer I was on the fence. I had never smelled it, and Celine is just kind of hard to come by. I had to order this directly from the brand. I'm sure they have them at, you know, some of these high-end retailers like your Saks, but I am not in the mall often, you guys. fragrances. I can count on one hand how many times I am in a mall, and it's usually a get in, get out type of thing, but this was a blind buy. And she made me just finally blind buy this. I said when spring rolls back around, I'm gonna go ahead and just get it. Because as you know, I have not been impressed with a lot of these releases lately. And so I said, you know what? It ain't gotta be new. It can just be new to me, and we're gonna get some great things to talk about in this spring video, and here we are. This perfume is so gorgeous. If you are a freshy girl, okay, listen, you need to get your nose on this fragrance. It's so hard to put into words of what it smells like because the notes are not anything special. You're gonna look at the notes and you're going to say, I probably have 10,000 of these already in my collection and I don't need another. Oh honey, you need to get your nose on this one. There is just something about the way that this is executed, okay? The proportion of the neroli to the musk to the, is sweet, you guys. It's fresh. It's so feminine, and it is just rich girl vibes. Like a Celine bag, whereas she's luxury, but she's quiet. She's about her business. She's just minding her business. But she is lovely nonetheless. She's not shouting at you, but she has it pulled all the way together. That is what this scent gives me. There's a beautiful sweetness to this. I feel like the oak moss is not OD, so if you're not a fan of oak moss, fear not. I don't think that it overtakes the scent, which oak moss can definitely do. It is just so well balanced. I cannot preach that enough. I don't know where the sweetness is coming from. The neroli is perfect, but it is not overly sharp. You know, neroli can really be that sometimes. It's not overly sharp. I feel like the vetiver is done very beautiful and it comes off very feminine because vetiver can definitely give like a masculine flair. And the bergamot is so bright, it's beautiful, and you need to get your nose on it, period. If you are a freshie girl, if you're not even a freshie girl, but you wish you could be because you're looking for the freshie that just does it for you, give your girl Parade a try. Give her a call. She wants to hear from you, all right? So Cassie, thank you so much for this recommendation. I am obsessed. And y'all, this for a freshie, this thing really projects, and I feel like I can still smell this after like the 6-7 hour mark. So really good performance for this scent profile. Next up, we're gonna talk about another like neroli scent, but this one, she did not come to play with y'all, okay? She came for your necks. In Mekaloff, they just send out stuff. You don't even know what's coming, okay? You get this stuff in PR and you like, I was not even expecting to be blown away this day, but boy, blown away was I. So I feel like this is my new queen of orange blossoms. And this is a beast. You do not need a lot. Oh, when I say Eau Feminine, is also beautiful and also what you need in your life if you are a neroli fan. So Eau Feminine does feature that petitgrain, okay? And for Centra by Memo, it kind of went too petitgrainy and it was just coming off too green for me. I had to balance it with other fragrances. Like this is going to be just this perfect jasmine neroli scent with the petitgrain, but the petitgrain is cut right off at the perfect level to where you are getting this gorgeous, beautiful green quality without it becoming overly green. It has a very beautiful, bright, citrusy feel to this in the opening. You've got mandarin orange, you've got pink pepper, giving it a little grown woman sexiness. You've got some bergamot lemon. Then, in addition to those floral notes, the white florals, you also have just a touch of rose, which balances this thing out. And I love seeing my nerolis or orange blossoms with a rose because it really just takes the fragrance there. It has base notes of orange blossom again. So when I tell you the orange blossom, the neroli, it's all like really prominent in this, and if you're a fan of that, you must get your nose on this. I'm really mean that. The base also has musk, patchouli, sandalwood, and a touch of vanilla. This is so beautiful. Eau Feminine oh, you need it. Okay, just give it a try if you are a lover of that scent profile, because this thing performs so beautifully. Everyone is going to smell this on you, and you're going to be attracting not only all of the men, but probably also the bees, because they're going to pollinate you after you have that one on. So this next one, you guys, I just be praying about fragrances sometime, and God said, I hear you, Sharita. I know that this travel size is about done. And so I'm gonna get a full bottle in your life. It's still sold out, you guys. Strawberry Letter by FLOR. FLOR, I need y'all to get it together with these restocks. It's supposed to be a part of the permanent collection, so I would assume it will be back. However, if you were alive and well and present this particular morning that I posted, Anthropologie had Strawberry Letter in stock, unbeknownst to us, because I didn't know. And a subby DM me, she told me, I immediately just bought it. I didn't waste no time, because guess what, about 20 minutes after I posted it, it was completely sold out. And they were like on low stock when I saw it. So Strawberry Letter is one of the most beautiful strawberry fragrances. It's unique. It has some earthiness to it. It is not overly childish, juvenile. It's not even overly fruity or sweet or anything like that. There's just really a unique quality about this I really enjoy. With that being said, you may not enjoy it because of the things that I just mentioned. So Strawberry Letter has notes of strawberry, plum, and cassis. So you get a little bit of greenness. You have the red poppy, and the red poppy is just what makes it so sophisticated and beautiful, you guys, along with the earthiness of it. You also have apple blossom, you have lily. In the base, you have sugar. You do get a very beautiful sweetness to this, but like I said, it's not overly sweet at all. Amber tonka bean also in the base, and I think that because this comes off is so beautiful and ambery, a little vanillic, it is just beautiful. I cannot say that enough, and it's something unique. I feel like it's either gonna be you love this, or this is not the direction you want us to go. Maybe you're more of a Burberry her type of, like you want that vibe from your strawberries. I wanted something different, and different is what they gave us. So Strawberry Letter by FLOR, a sellout and 24-hour hit, but y'all need to restock it and quit playing with our emotions in our face, FLOR. All right, next up, you guys, is going to be an affordable fragrance. Fleur Oud from the house of Cadlage is absolutely breathtaking, and at this price point, why would you not try this fragrance for yourself? Right, so you guys, in the top notes, you have mandarin and rose, heart notes of pear, orange blossom, jasmine, base notes of amber wood, sandalwood, Peruvian balsam, and you also have a little bit of vanilla, tonka bean, and you have some musk and geranium also featured. So this fragrance, though it is titled Fleur Oud, I don't get an actual oudi scent or smell from this. It has a beautiful crisp pear note, and I just think that this is going to be such a stunner. So if you are a budgetnista, you want to smell really good and really elegant, but you don't want to break the bank, please give this one a try, because this is a blind purchase and I do not regret it. This is one that I'm going to be wearing a lot of in the upcoming months, because this is just going to be perfect. I want to smell fresh, I want to smell girly, a little floral, but not overly floral. Like, okay, this one, you're gonna have to be in the mood for something this like strong and beast mode. If I just want to maybe go to the gym, run my errands, go to work, this is one that I will pull for, because this is absolutely stunning. And this one is Fleur Oud, and this is from the house of Cadlage. All right, so next one is going to be a beast mode tuberose that I am utterly amazed by. This is BRAVI. This is not going to be for the shy, faint of heart type of fragrance gal. This is for a girl who is confident in her tuberose wearing, her uniqueness, and it is one that really captured my heart upon first sniff. I had a little sample, tried it, and immediately wanted a full bottle after stewing on it for a couple days. But I was like, I love it, but am I really gonna wear this? It's so complex, it's beautiful, but it's sweet, and I just threw caution to the wind and said, you know what, I'm gonna get a bottle. And I just am so happy to have this one in my collection, you guys. So, you know I'm a fan of Jump Up and Kiss Me, okay? Tuberose, love it. However, this one is very beast mode as well, but very different. This one has a prominent note of walnut milk. And when I tell you, the walnut milk really does come through. It really does make it unique. It's also very heavy on the honey. So tuberose, which to me comes off, I would say a little soapy. That's the kind of tuberose I get from here. It's not bubble gummy, but I would say soapy. Then you have this nutty vibe. You have a very prominent honey, but the honey doesn't wear thick. It wears very honey, but it doesn't drag down the fragrance and make it something really thick and just heavy, if that makes any sense. Like honey can definitely do that to a scent. So it also has a unique quality because it has tobacco and saffron. So I don't know about you, but I'm not used to seeing tobacco, walnut, saffron, milk, tuberose, ginger. Like I'm not used to seeing these together in a single fragrance. And with all of this being said, as beautiful as I think this is, you please do not blind buy this fragrance. You have to test this one, but it's so addictive. It is so beautiful. And this one is going to command attention and respect. Okay, so probably gonna be a love or hate, very polarizing type of scent if I had to guess. But I think that this one is beautiful and you should definitely at least get your nose on this one. This one again is BRAVI by the House of Tammy. All right, so next one is going to be a beautiful niche French luxury scent, but it does not come with this ridiculous niche price tag. So POOM POOM by the House of Martin is absolutely beautiful. This one is so fun and fresh and lighter wearing, and this is going to be your go-to for when it really starts to heat up and you just want to smell a little fruity, a little clean. So this one features a note of kiwi that you really do pick up on, you guys. So it gives it a little unique touch. So you've got the kiwi, orange, rose, and mandarin blossom in the top. And then you have middle notes of freesia, peony, more rose, orchid, and you have a base of ebony wood, musk, vanilla, and sandalwood. So that base sounds so beautiful, and it sounds like this scent could go either a little heavy with all the rose mentioned, the thicker base notes, but trust me, it wears very fresh. It wears so beautifully, and this is going to be a very easy everyday spring and summer fun fragrance. That is what I get from this. My daughter absolutely loved it, and we tried this out when we were at Indie House probably a full year ago, and she had been bugging me about buying this one. So we finally have it in our house, and I'm pretty sure that she's going to be wearing this one out. But in addition to that, so will I. So again, beautiful niche fragrance that you can get for under that $100 price point. It's only available in this one size, if I'm not mistaken, the 50 ml, but a beautiful, refined, fresh, fun fragrance. It's from the House of Martin. Next up is the final one, you guys, and last but certainly not least is going to be Dolce Melodia. I think I acquired Dolce Melodia in an off season. I did not have this last spring, but this is going to definitely be like spring, summer in a bottle. You could definitely take this throughout the year because it's got enough heft to it where you could wear this into winter if you are a girl that just really loves to keep it fruity and floral all year. So this one is very fruity, which is why I think spring and summer when I actually wear this. So this one is lots of orange and mandarin at the top, but you have this saffron. You also have notes of black currants. You got pear, gardenia, rose, and jasmine in the mid. And then in the base, you have vanilla, sandalwood, and musk. However, when you put this on, the wearing experience of this is just so beautiful. And there is just something very unique about it. And I would say, I don't know if it is just because the saffron that is in here, you know, we see saffron at the top, we think top. No, because saffron has amazing longevity, and so typically if it's even featured in the top, you're going to get it throughout the majority for the life of that scent. And I think that things like gardenia and pear you know, coupled with black currant and that saffron is what gives it such a beautiful, unique flair, the spiciness of it, okay? But there is something still very sweet about it. It's something very fresh about it, something very floral. And if you're a black currant girl, like if you love that note, and say so far you've only had the black currants you've experienced in designer fragrances, go on ahead and elevate your life, your game, to something like this. Now this one has the sweetness, but it's not overly sweet to the point where it's gonna be like oh, like your MAHNI, but C intense. We ain't talking about that level of sweetness, okay? It's not going to just completely choke you out. So you can wear this spring, summer, perfect, okay? But I do think you have to definitely be into white floral. So if you're looking for a standout white floral black currant fragrance with a little uniqueness, this is it, okay? Beautiful scent, a little bit of a woody nuance to it, but it's just so gorgeous, you guys. This pair, it is sending me. And if you've never tried this one, please get yourself a decant and try it, because it's something very addictive about this fragrance, and I cannot for the life of me figure out why. I mean, this man just knows how to create beautiful scents, and Dolce Melodia is a love for me. All right, you guys, so that is our list. We have gone through the spring recommendations. Drop me a comment and line below and let me know what fragrances you are looking so forward to trying, you know, for the first time this spring, or ones that you just can't wait to pull out of, you know, your perfume cabinet and wear out, because this is the time where we are definitely getting into our really, really girly fragrances, and I'm here for it. So you guys, that is our video for today. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Be sure your notification bell is turned on, set to all. Last but not least, give the video a big thumbs up if you found any value in the content. It is Mariel. I love you all, YouTube. Happy spring, and I will catch you guys on the next one.